This is what California does. This is a strategy. It's a strategy in which they will change their laws in a bold way that makes it impossible for other states, big companies that need to serve the whole country, to just lose out on 16 to 20% of the country. They have to change their laws and they change their practices to fit California's dumb regulations. And this is happening, and it's affecting you no matter where you live in this country. California is invading. We know about their ban to sell new gasoline cars by 2035 will likely speed a wider transition to electric vehicles because many other states follow California's standards. There's 17 that are basically signed up for whatever California does, though some of them have veto ability and some of them may veto this particular thing, but so many of them go along with it. And California is trying to influence. They don't care what you vote for. They don't care if you disagree with what they're doing there. They're going to make this happen whether you like it or not. They're going to go around the system that we've created and essentially take federalism and try to use it against the other states because they happen to be a big state. We've seen this with gas prices. Now, of course, California pays the highest gas prices basically that you're going to see. I don't know, maybe Hawaii's higher, but there's kind of an explanation for that one. Every other state has lower gas prices. California is much higher, but California continues to rise, to take the prices that we pay and jack them up all around the country. Valero is firing back against California because California decided to blame them. They said, hey, it's these refineries, it's these gas stations. They're really screwing us over. That's why the prices are so high here. Let me give you just a quick excerpt of what Valero wrote. For Valero, California is the most expensive operating environment in the country and a very hostile regulatory environment for refining. California policymakers have knowingly adopted policies with the expressed intent of eliminating the refinery sector. They're trying to destroy the industry. California requires refiners to pay very high carbon cap and trade fees and burden gasoline with the cost of low carbon fuel standards. With the backdrop of these policies, not surprisingly, California has seen refineries completely close or shut down major units. When you shut down refinery operations, you limit the resilience of the supply chain. Yeah, you kind of do. Moreover, California is, quote, largely isolated from fuel markets. Central and Eastern U.S. and state regulations mandate a unique blend of gasoline, which make California the most challenging market to serve. That's the case with everything. It's the case with every business. It's why all of these businesses are constantly sprinting away from California. You're seeing a massive influx of tech to Tennessee, to Texas, to other states in the South. You're seeing people going across the borders anywhere else because they know they can get a friendlier environment. And, this is, of course, a state. If you've ever been to California, when it's like 107 degrees here, it's still nice there. When it gets freaking cold in the Northeast, it's still nice there. There are a lot of benefits of living in California. And Gavin Newsom and the government there is so bad, people don't even care. Like, I'd rather freeze to death. I would rather sweat bullets in the walk from my apartment to my car every day. I would rather get in and literally cook in my own juices than live in California and deal with this nonsense. Now, if you don't have a car and the gas prices are too high, what are you going to do? I guess you could take the train, right? Well, there's a problem there as well because the California mindset is all over the place, and Joe Biden has jumped in, which always makes things worse. Rail union has rejected a Biden-brokered labor deal, raising the prospect of a strike. This would cost you even more money. If you think inflation is going up now, wait till you see this take shape. And this all points back to the California way of doing business. Constant regulation, constant corruption, constant spending, missing budgets, screwing everything up, and then blaming it on the rest of the country. This is the way California does it. And Gavin Newsom wants to be your next president, by the way.